Okay, we're going to try to do a repair on the exterior of the Airstream 69 Ambassador. As you can see, this stack window here is cracked. Somebody tried to repair it with some sealant. It's plexiglass, it's not real glass, and it looks horrible. It's a terrible, terrible repair. And it's leaking, and subsequently the subfloor on the interior has rotted, so that's created a whole nother thing, another project for another time. But anyway, what I'm going to do is, some people will just put I don't care to replace the glass. I don't want that window anyway, so I'm just going to cover it with a new aluminum skin. Someone repaired it on the other side, but what they did was same thing happened, but what they did was they put a piece of aluminum over the window frame, and so now you've got the window frame and this piece. I'm going to do it a different way. I'm going to actually just take the frame out and cover it with a piece of aluminum, so I don't have two layers here. That just means more to caulk, or more to seal, and more that could possibly leak or go wrong. So I'm going to remove this by, first thing I'm going to do is drill out all of the rivets all the way around. Okay, I've got all the rivets drilled out, and now what I'm going to do is gently pry the frame off of the outer skin of the trailer using a putty knife and a towel against the exterior so I don't scratch it. So they probably used Trimpro or Vulcum, some kind of caulk. It feels like Vulcum. It looks like Vulcum. Anyway, it's a strong adhesive, so, well, it's a sealant, but it acts as an adhesive, so it's going to take a little bit of elbow grease to get all the way around this whole window. So here we go. And then I got it popped free, so I think at this point I can just work it with my hand and pull it off the frame. Pull the frame off the trailer, rather. Okay, the idea now is to, after you get all the rivets drilled out, you got to clean up all the way around where that frame was and get all that residual sealant off. First thing I do is I use a scraper on the parts that are going to be covered and get all that off of there. And then I go back with a solvent, like mineral spirits, to get all that glue residue, that goopy residue off. Take a while, but just, get you some mineral spirits, and you see where I've cleaned it versus where it's still dirty and got a bunch of goop on there. The mineral spirits takes that pretty much right off. It basically just erases it. So just go get you a can of mineral spirits from one of the big box stores and spend you a little time, do it right. Cleaned up all the way around that opening with the mineral spirits, get all that gunk off there. Then you go over it with a towel, a soft towel, and some 409. Clean it up real nice. Get that residual gunk off there from where you were wiping. I like 409 because it's aluminum safe. So, spray a little bit on. Clean it off. Make it nice. Just go all the way around now. Okay, as you can see, we've got a new piece of aluminum we're going to use as a patch, but we need to make a template. And what you want to do is I don't know if you can see it from that angle, but there's a plastic veneer that the supplier puts on here so you don't scratch the shiny side. Use that shiny side as your exterior side, because when you're done, that's going to be the good side. Although they missed a piece right here on the corner. No big deal, we'll just use the other side. So you got your skin. Now you're going to use the old window frame as the template. And I left a rivet in to tell me that this was the bottom. So I'm going to try to actually not only use it as a template for cutting out this piece, but I'm actually going to use the rivet holes, the same rivet holes, so I don't have to do a lot of drilling. And it's going to go a little something like this. Okay, there's a template. Okay, now I'm gonna cut it out using a a finer tooth saw, my jigsaw, for cutting aluminum. After we cut that, then we're gonna go around the edge and burr the edge and smooth it and sand it and make it a rounded edge. I'll show you what I mean when we're done cutting this. Okay, I've got the shape of the frame and window cut out, and now I'm going to just make some divots where the holes are so my drill bit doesn't wander around. Okay, I've got my replacement skin cut out. All the holes are drilled, and now what I'm going to do is just take a piece of sanding block and maybe a little finer grain sandpaper after this, and go around the edges and the back side of the holes, not the front side, just the edges, well, as a flat technique. Now there's machines that'll do this, but I do everything the hard way because I'm poor, and I was a musician for most of my life, so and I'm not a great one. So apparently I'm doing all this shit myself. So there you go. Okay, after riveting on the skin, I used a polyurethane gray metallic caulk to seal the edge. I'm going to try that. It'll be the first time I ever tried it, and I will report to you how it holds up later. Thank you for watching.